doesn't move for a long time, and then something impossible happens. The elevator reclaims her.
Oh! I already know. Anyone here from my memes or anyone who knows memes, I already know what I'm gonna see a lot in the comments of. Number 15, Burger King foot lettuce. Now, hey, that meme, bro, was hella funny. You know what's funny though? A lot of people be hating on Chill's voice. Like, hey, I like his voice. To me, it fits. I like the way he does like his horror videos, and it's his style, whatever. That's what make him stand out. So whether people like it or not, he's going to, and he should keep doing it his way because it's his style. All right? But me personally, I love it though. But anyway, but check out 11 videos I almost can't show you by the homie Chills. Check out the original video. Let me just go, but let's go.
I almost can't analyze these scary videos because they could be too much for you to handle. Get ready. Number 11. A truck dash cam captures somebody scrambling across an unlit highway without a flashlight or any reflective clothing. A bad choice for sure. The truck is going too fast to do much of anything, but at 14 seconds, you can see the front hood dip a little as the driver slams on his brakes. Played frame by frame, the man only makes it to safety with one step to spare, leaving the trucker grabbing his chest with one of the scariest moments on his life caught on camera. Luckily, everyone was alright. Number 10.
I'm going to fit in my own locker. Look what I just did. No,
she didn't close it.
This isn't my locker.
What was meant to be a funny video becomes a claustrophobic nightmare after this student gets trapped in a small gym locker by accident. Her friend closed the door thinking she would just tell her the combination to let her back out.
Oh, because it's not her locker. So, oh, man, I would freaking panic. Nigga, like, I am hella sorry. If I can't move, especially if I'm in a small spot, I will be hella screaming.
Not knowing it was someone else's locker who had been left open. The next part is kind of confusing, so I will do my best to explain. I think her friends don't believe that this isn't her locker. I'm not playing! Because they demand to know what her combination is before doing anything else.
I already told you, it's 45, 25, 41.
Only when her combination doesn't work do they believe her, which is something I hope my friends would never do to me. Man, anyway, I guess the locker doesn't belong to anyone in her gym class, because by the end of the video, there's a bunch of girls gathered around trying to figure out how to solve this without letting the teacher know. And if you thought the whole thing was one big...
At that point, I am not worried about getting... The last thing I'm worried about is getting Saturday detention. I lived in there. I ain't give a damn anyway. Go tell the teacher. Tell everybody. Call the fire people. Get somebody who can cut this open. Get me out, clown. Worry about not getting in trouble.
Solve this without letting the teacher know. And if you thought the whole thing was one big skit, her trembling voice and real tears says otherwise.
It's literally so hot in here. Please get me out. Okay, go get the teacher.
Thank you.
They all realize this is kind of getting serious and stop recording from there, which probably means that they did have to go get an adult for help. Number 9. A woman gets onto an elevator, not knowing that this will probably be the last ride of her life. Almost as soon as the doors close, she starts feeling distressed and sways in place. She drops her bag and becomes so disoriented that she has to lean against the door for support. By the end of the ride, she is also clearly out of breath and in a completely different state of mind than just moments prior. She doesn't even pick her bag up as she stumbles out of the elevator into a lobby space. She staggers about halfway through the room before she becomes exhausted and slowly lowers herself face down onto the cold floor. She doesn't move for a long time, and then something impossible happens. The elevator reclaims her.
Oh, hell no! Oh my god! If you think I don't like elevators now, don't get me, don't pull. I've been trying to grab everything. Oh no.
An unseen force grabs her foot and drags her back through the elevator's waiting doors. If anybody manages to recognize this hotel, please let me know where this occurred and
please let me know so I never book a room there.
what happened next, because this video has me terrified. Number 8. A barbecue party is cut short when a hawk scoops a snake out of the grass.
I saw this on
You might
Facebook.
be
It's a
wondering
throwback.
how that could be enough to stop a barbecue.
My bad, I'll suck it. Go back.
Scoops a snake out of the grass. You might be
That's
wondering
funny.
how that could be enough to stop a barbecue, and
what's
it's
that bird
not.
doing?
But what
Watch this.
happens next is
I saw this
哦，
one.
我们这边跑了，哎，到水里了，到水里了。
the snake somehow gets away
That bird.
unharmed, but I think the whole incident could be special
bird kinda set
effects.
him up.
The hawk doesn't really have any reason to drop the snake, and I don't think it would fly so low to a group of people when there are plenty of other nearby trees to take its meal snake to.
Yeah, like, why
also,
did it
hawks
do
have
it?
razor sharp talons, yet this snake seems visibly
Like,
intact
Kegel.
as it gets away. Then again, maybe I just don't want for this to actually be real.
Hey, you know how to be
Gets
out
away.
there that bird. Imagine trying to tell someone that story, bro. They're like, look at you like you stupid, like, bro, was at the park and this bird threw a snake at us, bro. I'm like, boy, if you don't stay off them drugs.
Razor sharp. There are plenty of other nearby trees to take its meal snake to. Also, hawks have razor sharp talons, yet this snake
Oh, it's
seems
coming.
visibly
Oh,
intact as it gets away. Then again, maybe I just don't want for this to actually be
Gotta be
real.
gone.
Number 7. Illsight is a channel that bends all of the rules, and that's why it might be too much for you to handle. They scaled a crane in Hong Kong just in time to see the sun come up. As they grab yellow bar after yellow bar,
Oh, they
Illsight
crazy.
hears a pop from above and prepares himself for the worst.
And did that one break? Unless I'm true. Man, my whole heart
Under
would
a
fell in my
thin coat
stomach.
of paint is a ladder rung brittle with rust that snaps under his friend's weight. And if
Boy,
one
I'd be
section
coming
of the
back down.
ladder is like this, the rest probably isn't much better. The upper portions are even more weather beaten,
And
and at
it's
6
still going?
minutes and 41 seconds, his hands are covered in rust. They spend some time getting a
wearing no
few
gloves.
shots at the top, and then they have to do it all over again on the way down, this time without the luxury of seeing where the rusty spots are before stepping on them. I don't think I could ever do
'Cause if
something
you
like
miss
this,
one, you
because
gonna
I have a
lose-
fear of heights. Even watching this video is frightening for me. Number 6. Look straight ahead and tell me if you can see anything in the water.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
couldn't
Loch
at
Ness Monster.
first, but Matt certainly can.
What is that?
I had to paddle
Okay.
away from him. Oh, he's coming towards me.
Is that a oh my?
Swimming up to
I've been
Matt is
pounding
one of
that
the
bogey.
oldest predators on Earth, something that could easily grab an overhanging limb and drag you straight under. The curious alligator carves a direct path to Matt's boat to try and test out its potential prey. If Matt panics and flips his boat here, I have little doubt that the alligator would make a quick meal out of him in seconds while floating and exposed.
Back the up.
I'll be
Instead,
throwing
Matt
food in
keeps
the. I would hella be throwing food in the water. Cause I see a bag. They're like, I know they probably got food in the boat. I'd be throwing hella food and then like all over around me. That way the damn alligator can get away from me.
calm and paddles a short distance to the shore. Even then, Matt stays put and doesn't dare exit, and for good reason.
Oh.
The alligator patiently waits like it knows he has to get out eventually, which makes me wonder if
Oh,
it has
them
learned this
close.
trick from a previous experience. Matt turns off the camera because he knows he might be seconds away from fending off the alligator with his paddle. We don't get to see how this one ends, so you'll have to ask him how he got out alive. Hopefully,
Well-
he's still around to answer.
I was about to say,
Number
well, if he's still there, that
5.
means
This
he's fine.
90s family vacation video from the
No,
Grand
we
Canyon
was just there.
shows Casey here, who is determined to enjoy the view on his
No.
own terms.
If no, please do not tell me no little kid fall here. Please do not tell me that. There you go. Here, stay with daddy.
Stay with daddy.
No, no, no. Why is I can't watch this? Why is your kid that close by herself on the edge? Freaking clown. Where's his wife? Is she? I hope she's not the one recording. I can't watch this one.
Casey's sister is poking her foot in a hole.
Someone showed me there's a whole book on the people who died in Grand Canyon. And someone was also explaining to me that people who do fall down in Grand Canyon, they can't get your body out of there. It's like been attempts they try, but they can't because the helicopter can't go down there. Like it's rocks and stuff everywhere. One of the blades of the helicopter is screwed and then they're stuck down there. Like the Grand Canyon is deep. Please don't tell me this is one of those.
And then without warning, here comes Casey.
No. Watch you're on the Grand Canyon and the rail is broke. Watch your kid. And you just now putting the camera down. Man, this is pissing me off.
Casey. Sister is poking
As I
her
see
foot
her
in a
sitting there, I'm
hole.
not gonna be sitting
And then
recording her.
without warning, here comes Casey.
I'd have been dropped the camera and she's running.
Casey!
His mother watches in horror as the boy runs towards the hole with an unbalanced waddle of a toddler, and the section of fence that would have caught appears to have broken off long ago.
Why is they
I'm
right
not sure
there?
if he was definitely going to fall off. According to the description,
did not.
Casey's dad rushed forward and saved his kid in the last second.
Fucking clown. Thank you. You and your wife are the biggest clown ever. There's no way. Okay, the Grand Canyon. Those kids they like 2, 3, maybe 4. If my kid is on the edge, I'm not sitting right here recording on the edge. On the part where the rail is broke, when you can see so much down there where the rail is not broke, move down there.
He looks like he is standing too far away to do anything, but I guess he's really only a few adrenaline-fueled steps away. Number 4,
Thank
a
goodness he didn't
YouTuber
fall.
named Music Is Win is looking for inspiration to play the guitar, so he decides to go on the roof to put things
Now he
into a
about
new
to fall.
perspective. I don't know if it made him any better at guitar, but after what happened next, it might give him a newfound appreciation for life. His foot gets caught on something we can't see, but I think
Boy,
it was
you
a
got
shingle because they stick up just high enough to catch a shoe. He gets up and recovers with an awesome guitar solo, and I'm glad he did because gravel, rock, and wood doesn't make for a comfortable landing.
I bet not.
Number 3, YouTube has a real problem with challenges.
I know y'all remember the cinnamon challenge. It was so many screwed up mistakes from this. People doing this one like that can legit choke you out, clown. Let me calm down, boy, because that Grand Canyon one got me peed off. He just sitting there looking over at the mountain, oh, jolly ollie. And oh, wife just recording, oh, stupid, because we're clowns. And kids on the edge of the Grand Canyon running around playing.
And here's why. One of the earliest trends was to try and swallow a mouthful of cinnamon with no water. Just watch what happens to Zoe Boise NT. I feel like I need to tell you that doing this could end your life.
Yes,
you can't
it
hold
can.
it in and the dust starts flying. And that's when airways get clogged.
Stupid. But with them being YouTubers though, I don't know if I can take it serious because these fake prank channels always doing these fake pranks where it's like, I don't even know if I should laugh or be like, that's what you deserve, or be like, this is fake. I see.
And that's when airways get clogged.
Clown.
One of them is able to laugh it off, but the other begins to gag and sputter as he becomes unable to breathe. Listen to the sound of air rush back into his lungs. Thankfully, he's alright, but that was a close one. Number 2, a YouTuber named Silent X Snails is having a bad day on his way to work that's about to get worse. First, he drops his phone on the highway, and then a simple mistake almost takes his life. I want to know who you think was at fault here.
Both of them were because, well, let me see. Because for one, did you use your? I don't think this car used a blinker.
That's about to
and
get
he shouldn't be
worse.
driving right
First,
there
he
anyway.
drops his phone on the highway, and then
Well,
the
they actually did it. But I mean, yeah, it's not the silver car fault. When I'm in the car, my friend, because I always be worried about what happened, like how motorcyclists. I think that's what we call it. Like I always be worried about them a lot because if they get hurt or if an accident happen, we in a car have a better chance of like not getting hurt or surviving versus them, they don't. But motorcyclists always be driving like super reckless. Like, yo, I know you're on a motorcycle and I know those things look hella fun, but it's like, calm down. Like, I see them doing this all the time where they be driving on the white lines, like in between the lanes. Cause this car had their blinkers on. And since no one's supposed to be in that lane, they probably couldn't see that. The only thing they can see, okay, good. As I can see here, there's no cars here, I'm good to get over. But as they started getting over, it's like, oh shoot, somebody is in the middle. Like, so it's not really, it's not both of their fault. It's like, I know we always like to make it seem like we gotta put the motorcyclists first, which we do. Well, you gotta be really careful about them. But mistakes are mistakes. You gotta call it. You gotta call bullshit when you see it. And bro, you motorcyclist, that was your fault, my guy. You was driving in that middle lane.
Full mistake.
That's not even a lane. You're driving in the middle
Number
of the
two, a YouTuber named Silent X Snails is having a bad day on his way to work. That's about to get worse. First, he drops his phone on the highway, and then a simple mistake almost takes his life. I want to know who you think was at fault here. Silent X Snails is trying to drive between the cars, called lane splitting, which is legal where he lives in California. The driver doesn't.
Why would that be legal? That's hella not smart. You know how hard it will be to see, and like when you look through your rearview mirror, I can see that whole lane, whatever. I can't see if some little skinny motorcycle is 2 or 3 cars behind, 2 or 3 cars that's behind me. Why is that? Is that really legal there?
Turn single on way in advance, so I guess Silent X Snails must have missed it because he doesn't seem to slow down. He does come out from behind this flatbed truck, so I can understand why the driver didn't see him.
See, that's what I just said.
But at the same time, I think they should have double-checked their side
before
changing lanes to avoid this exact kind of scenario. Before we get to number 1, my name is Chills, and if you're curious about what I look like in real life, then go to my Instagram at DylanIsChillinYT and tap that follow button to find out. Have you seen the number 15 music video yet? If not, you're definitely missing out. It's a proven fact that generosity makes you a happier person. So if you're generous enough to hit the subscribe button and the bell beside it, then thank you. This way, you'll be notified of the new videos I upload every Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Saturday. Number 1, a monster wearing street clothes keeps its head low, but long talons give away its non-human appearance. It unsuccessfully tries to hide its hands when it sees the camera. When the person recording encounters it again, this time in the light, its feet are normal looking, which is strange when its hands were so deformed.
I don't think I believe this one because like it's like, all right, you that close with the camera. Like, that seemed like one of them scenes was like, all right, look, boom, ready and go. I don't know if I believe this one.
It's probably a costume. When I first came across these clips, it was when I was watching a top 10 list about witches. I thought something about it, mostly the camera work and the lighting, looked a little too professional, so I did some digging and found the source. This is from a short horror film called The Moonlight Man, directed by filmmaker Danny Donahue. I know you already like scary movies if you're watching this video, so I linked it for you in the description. In my opinion, it was definitely worth watching. I just wanted Danny Donahue to get the credit he deserves for making this viral.
Bro. Imagine hitting the corner though and you see that like imagine like you the one walking right here. You just walk like, yeah girl, so I'm gonna go ahead come through, you hit the corner, you see that right there and then look at you. My bad, my freaking camera was dead. But anyway, hey, that was hella dope. Shout out to Chills for doing that. I liked the way he just threw that in there. But I even caught that crap out. I was like, hold up, bro. Like this looks real freaking professional, whatever. But yo, either way, go. If you guys enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, comment, try to share. You guys are awesome. But till next time, please don't forget to stay safe and stay clean. Charlie's out.